Yes. As we all know, gotta check these things. We're going live for half an hour or so. But before I start talking properly, yes. Always gotta check these things. Yes, Alfred Tam, I'm at home, brother. I am at home. I am starting later tonight DJing, and in a crazy turn of chance, Wardrobe Gate will be over. But before we do that, you know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here. He's in, he's on, he's over, he's here. Shout out to everybody that tuned in to my ship vid yesterday. It went extremely well. Millhouse says, get your kit off. I'd love to, mate. Literally, man, every time I start watching a game, got to 43 minutes. I thought, right, tune in now. Let's have a look, proper look. Marcus Edward gets a goal, so winger. So they are 1-0 up now. But truth be told, I'm not concerned about Burnley. That puts them 4 points behind us. We've obviously got a game in hand. The gap does get a little bit claggy, doesn't it? A bit clingy, but Alfred Tam, you need the fix of the badger, don't you? Always, whenever you can get hold of her, you need hold of her. But yeah, in a crazy turn of events, I've managed to start later for work tonight, DJing, because there's like something going on, Boogie Bingo or something going on beforehand, so I'm surplus to requirements. Then I started getting phone calls off this spurious number. I thought, this is a bit weird. Then I got a text saying my Twitter name is that dude, at JackCity Music. All my vids are freestyles, Millhouse. Let's not get it twisted. But yeah, I got a text saying between 9:30 and 10 o'clock at night, we're going to deliver you the wardrobe. So my wardrobe's going to be rocking up at 9:30 tonight, between 9:30 and 10. Now, I'm partial to a late delivery, but that is ludicrous, isn't it, on a Friday night? 9:30, sorry, Badger. 9:30, between 9:30 and 10 o'clock. Hey up, Sripper, what's good, man? I'm only here for half an hour. Just going to do a quick bit of random championship chat. Obviously, as I say, I need to sneeze. That's not what I was going to say, but this will be my first ever live stream sneeze. It didn't come to fruition. Didn't look at the light quick enough. Yeah, Burnley gone 1-0. That's half time now. I mean, really, realistically, Sheffield Wednesday, 10th in the league. It's a stern enough test in it, but they're not exactly, like nobody is that's 10th in the league. There's a huge gulf between them, a good 45 points difference between us and, unless my maths is off then, that's 35 in it. 35 plus 35, 70, so it's 20 points. 45, 55, 65, 27 points, I want to say. 45, 55, 65 plus 7. 27 points between us and Sheff Wednesday. The gulf is enormous, and Middlesbrough winning 1-0. Ultimately, as we all know, it's purely about our results. We're not to worry about Burnley, but a 4-point gap does look a bit disparaging, a bit scary. But ultimately, get the win on Monday. We pull 5 points away from Sheffield United, and then we're back to being, what would it be, 8 points? 5, 8, don't know, 7 or 8 points. I suppose if it's 4 now, it'd be 3 more than that. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Maths is not my strong point on a Friday night. That is certainly it. Legendary MVG, absolutely, man. Yeah, I've been at work all day, and then I've just got back. Thought I'd jump on, do a quick live. Then I got told my wardrobe were turning up, so the throat needs moistening with a beer. But I'm not drinking tonight, so I'll be laying off of it over the weekend. Might be off to Wakefield to meet my mate on Sunday. We'll see how that goes. What's good, Dick Dastardly? How are we? She's working, mate, so we're all at sea with it. So, but I'm buzzing that it's arriving at 9:30. It was right nice on phone. I don't know whether I'm about to get mugged. To be fair, it could just be a total hoax. Who knows? But if we beat Sheffield on Monday, it's okay. Agreed, Alfred. Absolutely agreed. Millhouse, mate, I heard you have a ghostwriter for your tracks. Well, he's not very good then, is he, if he's a ghostwriter? But so be it. If that is what you've heard, that's what you've heard. I'm glad that I'm staying relevant the more you spoke about, the more relevant you are, aren't you? So it's massive on Monday. This I can't wait for Wilder. Wilder's come out and he made some comments. Just Chrissy Wilder, as Joe would call him. I'll read it out to you, but basically just saying, I don't know why everybody thinks I'm always trying to wind players up and I'm trying to wind teams up or whatever. And he says he's been right respectful of Leeds. We're a great side, but he honestly, so he's saying here, well, this won't decide. The title won't be decided on Monday, and that he loves it, doesn't he? He absolutely loves it. The game takes care of itself. Everybody wants to play against the best, and that's what we'll be doing on Monday, as I say. So he's been nice about it. We've done it our way. Leeds have done it their way. But there is a quarter of the season to go. 30-odd points to play for. Consistency is key. I agree, Chrissy Wilder, and we're extremely consistent. I'd be astounded if any team in our division wins the next 13 games. I do agree with that. Everyone talks about 2 points per game. We are on course for that, and so are other teams. If you are talking about the second, third, or fourth last game of the season, you could say that I've swung in the way of one team or the other. I'd understand that. If you are talking about the second, third, or fourth last game of the season, you could say that they swung it. I don't know what he's fucking on about there. Who cares what Wilder's on about? I know they lost some players, but they recruited well and have a settled side. He enjoyed saying that with the settled side. I noticed. The badger never leaves my sights, Alfred Tam. He enjoyed saying that. The settled side thing. We didn't have a particularly settled side. We lost a lot of players. He got some new players in that Fuckers managed to, rekindle and get stuck into the side and got it going on. But I think what he's actually suggesting, isn't he, that we haven't had a settled side, so they've had to go into January and stuff. Because obviously, he said that we'd recruited well, but not really said that we didn't invest in January or whatever. Not that he would mention that, but he's a sneaky little fella, isn't he? I love having him around place though. He's mint, especially when you're beating him. Bamford, for sure. No, Dick Dastardly. Unfortunately not, he didn't, which is a real shame. But yeah, they are a huge football club. You can't. The thing is, I know I've said it before, but he's that guy in Boozer, in it, that if you just keep winding up, he will bite eventually, and the results, you will reap the results if you keep winding him up, keep getting stuck into him. Because he don't want to say they're a huge football club. A very good team collectively, individually, and have a good manager. Do you know what I mean? It's all hurting his feelings, this. I spoke about it in yesterday's shit vid, Alfred. I'm not bothered. I mean, my mate Sports Rangers, I don't really know why, but Sports Rangers over Celtic. Not that matters, but I would imagine he wants them to buy Rangers, but he's a Leeds fan, but he supports Rangers. Some people pick the Scottish side, don't they, for some reason. It's never been my bag, If I had to pick a Italian side, it'd probably be AC Milan or Roma from way back when. Or, Spanish side, it'd be Barcelona. German side, I'd probably just go with Bayern Munich, to be fair. So I understand that, on other foreign waters or whatever the phrase would be, to pick a side, but I don't know why people go Celtic or Rangers. I don't know why it'd be so, unless there's obviously somebody in your family or whatever that, it's understandable. But I don't think it'll make a difference to us. I don't think it's a conflict of interest, because I don't think, truth be told, anybody gives a shit about whether there's 400 clubs being managed by the same company or one or half a club. It's just having decent people in it, having decent people around the club and in the right positions on the board and stuff. And to be fair, you would imagine the more teams they have, the better they are at running the whole system, aren't they? So, and they could probably offset stuff. They want Leeds in Premier League, and that's where we need to be. So, who would I rather support in Scotland? Your dad was a big Celtic fan. I think back in day, like with Henrik Larsson, I'd probably be more inclined to say Celtic, yeah, but I don't really care, to be fair. So, mate, West Yorkshire Police said they found pics of you in a Man U kit on Rolf Harris's hard drive. Cool, man. Yes, Ming, what's good? Yeah, it doesn't really bother me. I'd probably go with Rangers now, particularly if the 49ers do take over. But it's not even the 49ers, is it? That's the thing. It's actually like I know, Nige. I know. Does your head in, doesn't it? Yeah, it's not even 49ers apparently. It's like an off branch of, they're an enormous company, aren't they? And ultimately, if you're going to bang on really about 49ers interest, conflict of interest, you'd actually have to say that it's really they're only bothered about American sports, aren't they? In the NFL, for instance, which has a huge amount of money on that. So they are here to get us to the Premier League and further. Not that you can get further than the Premier League, but they will want as I can't remember what my man's called. It used to be England manager, the Wally with the brolly. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but when he did that interview and they told him to put on a bit of an accent. They said the same thing to Joey Barton as well. It's awful for him, really. So embarrassing. But he's like, Champions League. Keeps saying Champions League. Because he's gone, I can't remember where he ended up going. McLaren, that's what he was called, wasn't he? Champions League. They are a huge football club, a very, very good team collectively, individually, and have a good manager. You don't quite want to be a great manager or a brilliant manager, like just good. People say I'm playing mind games, but I'm not. They are swatting everyone away pretty comfortably. What he's doing is, I know the bloke, not personally, but I know this type of man. So, he's blasé about it. Oh, people say I'm playing mind games, but I'm not. Well, you are. Are you trying to? And they're swatting everybody away pretty comfortably, so don't worry about us. You worry about Leeds United. Let them worry about them. We'll worry about ourselves. And then when he thinks he's going to get the result on Monday, he's going to be able to be like, well, they were swatting everybody away, pretty comfortably, and you were all banging on drum about how good Leeds United are and the biggest club in the world and all this shit. Huge football club, great team collectively, individually, and have a good manager. And then we beat them. So what does that make me? That makes me a great manager, and we have a great group and a great team collectively and individually, and we're a huge football club. And that would be definitely lying at that point. He's put, when you are successful, you are challenged all the time. Playing different styles, dealing with injuries, suspensions, loss of form, you have to overcome them, and Leeds overcame a tough side the other night. The only thing about that is, when you are successful, you're challenged all the time, playing different styles, dealing with injuries, suspensions, loss of form. I don't think that's just a success thing, is it? It's just a football thing, whenever you play football, you are challenged all the time, playing different styles, dealing with injuries, suspensions, loss of form, etc. Hey, teasers sent rather than commenting. My mate's sending me videos of myself, so rather than just commenting, he thought he'd just send me a video of myself. Unless he's Millhouse. I've just realised, are you Millhouse tease? You dickhead. Stop texting me, mate. Knocking me off my stride. Celtic all day says, hey, Steve McLaren says Millhouse / tease. I think there's a chance that's my mate who was on about Rolf Harris's hard drive. Wouldn't surprise me, it's his type of shit banter. Well, that'd be it, wouldn't it? I think the idea, it'd be quite interesting really with, I know they said Russian football then, but not Russian football. I know about as much about Scottish football as I do Russian football, to be fair, but it'd be interesting to see how well they could get on, really, because if they did have some money and they could actually attract some players. Because really, I don't know how good they were when Henrik Larsson were there and stuff, to be fair. I know they won the league every year, but that's not unusual, is it, in Scotland? But to have a bit of more of a force, I know they'd just run away with league unless Celtic got a pretty big injection of cash, but I think it's probably quite a good place for 49ers to stick some money, really, when you put 2 and 2 together and make 5. They can make plenty of money out of it and win the league every year pretty comfortably, just even straight away. Do you know what I mean? It don't require a lot of money, a bit of decent, a few decent players in, decent manager in there. Not sure who's top at minute. I'm not even sure who's top. I don't know who's the big dogs at minute. Is it? I think it's Celtic, is it? They'll be top, will they? I totally lose the ability to be able to Google stuff when I'm live. Yeah, they're first. Scottish Premiership. I don't know. Let's have a look how far off Rangers are. Fucking hell, some way off. After 26 games, they're 13 points off. And then up below that, so it's Aberdeen on 38 points, Rangers on 56, and then Celtic on 69. It's a wild league, that, isn't it? It's boring, that league. Yes, legendary. Forgot about that. Yeah, no, it wasn't a Millhouse. I've got to be teased this because that's terrible. I'd rather the 49ers invest in Accrington Stanley than Rangers. Understood. Certainly not MVG. I don't know what's going on there. What? Better memory than Jack. I don't know what's going on here. Get their likes in, says Alfred Tam. Appreciate you boys. 34 in room. How many likes? We got 24. Let's get them. Them numbers are rookie numbers in this racket. What is it? Joe's live, innit? So everybody be on his watch along, I would imagine. But this is not a watch along. I'm not trying to be in competition with him. I'll be here for another 20 minutes or so. I'm just waiting for this wardrobe. I thought, what more do we need to go live over than a wardrobe? And then the last statement he said were they had more possession and shots, but they still get the points. This is why the best teams are at the top. Again, he's setting himself up to say we might not have all the possession on Monday and stuff and all this jibber jabber, and then if they do pull off a random win. I mean, we were so dominant against them, weren't we, in our home fixture. I do think it's a totally different game, obviously. On Monday, you know, it's at their gaff as well. But we were all over them, weren't we, last time? It really was. Yes, Sean Rooney, absolute ledge. Yet again, handing them out like Santa Claus. Thank you for the super chat, dude. Legend. Money won't solve the sectarian shit that goes on in Glasgow. No, it certainly will not. A fashion show, maybe not, Tees. Maybe not. You've been exposed, Tees. You've exposed yourself. No. Lads bringing it round. I've got to knock it up, as it were. For want of a better word. So once I've knocked it up, it'll be interesting to see how long it lasts. But I'm gonna thrash it to the wall, I think. So it won't be moving, at least. It won't be coming down on me. Yes, Mark Bradley. Well, I've been asked to start work a bit later because there's something going on before I go. So, and then me, as I keep telling everybody, because I'm ecstatic that my fucking wardrobe's turning up. So my wardrobe's getting here at 9:30, which still the mind boggles. I still don't know whether I'm going to get jumped. Something's got to be. Something's not quite right with that, surely. Try to get the fucking game back on here. Hang on. They're going to win this out there, but it's kicked back off. It's just so typical though. Like they've had Sheff Wednesday, they've had 4 shots, none on target. Burnley have had 2 shots, 1 on target. It's gone in. They've had 70% of possession. They've had 70% of the possession in 50 minutes, in 46 minutes, 47 minutes, and they've had 2 shots. And people go on about us. They've had 11 yellow cards. Oh no, they haven't. Sorry, they've had 1 yellow card, 7 fouls. Sorry, don't know where I got 11 from. 1 corner with 70% possession. Crazy. I honestly think. Let's have a look at odds for percentage. 50% win probability for Leeds on Monday. 26% draw and 24% Sheffield United win, which won't be doing Chris Wilder's sleep pattern any good, will it? Sheffield United have lost each of their last 2 home league games against Leeds United 1-0. As many defeats as across their prior 13 at Bramall Lane combined. You know. Leeds have won each of their last 3 league games against Sheffield United, last winning more in succession against the Blades, last winning more. See, I don't know what that's on about. Reading and trying to work out what's happening at the same time is very difficult. One more shout out to Sean Rooney before the super chat dies off. Shout out to Sean Rooney. You'll be getting on it, and make sure I write that down as well. Although to be fair with you boys, I just keep writing the same lads down. You're all absolute G's with it. Sean Rooney for the super chat. Last night, It's got the better of me, Alfred. I've got to drive to work, so I can't be bothered leaving it down. Wardrobe assemble, yes sir. Rick Gillingham, or Gillingham, I think it's Gillingham, I think I'll change it every time. Hi Jack, hope you're keeping well. Shout out to you as well, sir. I feel good about Sunday, about Sheffield United game, 2-0 match done together. Get up, you take 2-0 all day, wouldn't you? I think it'll be a titan. But I mean, 2-0 could be tight, couldn't it? Because you could be 1-0 up. Yes, Ming, for the blinkers that I've had on throughout it. Yes, indeed. I've just had it on other computer, just on off chance. Fucking tease. We should win every game, AO. That's why we're in a wonderful, wonderful position. That's why nobody do it how we does it, do they? It's the best. We are the best. It's crazy, isn't it, Chris? I know. I felt sorry for the lad. He says, "Oh, I'll be with you between 9:30 and 10:30." I says, "Oh, how close to 10 will it be, mates? Really, latest I can set off, 10 to work." And he went, "I mean tonight, bro." And I was like, "I know you do, mate, but what is funny about that is like, because he's thinking, this lad don't mean. He thinks I mean it morning, and I'm thinking, no, I know you mean tonight, mate, but you're not. You'd think when you work nights, you understand that other people would work nights, but he was like on the phone, like, can't be you working nights, it's me working nights. Like, no, we're both working nights, mate. So, but I'm buzzing, to be honest, because it will meant to come tomorrow, and if it will come in early morning, I'd have been out at work again. I wouldn't have been happy, because I need to sign it off or something. I need to make sure none at mirror's cracked or something. One at panels is mirrored, mate. 3-1 to Leeds, says a legendary MVG. I ordered it from B&Q, mate, but silly story this. There's a marketplace, and I never knew that on B&Q, so I ordered it on B&Q, and then it meant it got delivered on, I want to say yesterday, but it might have been Wednesday. I'm losing track of days. I think it was yesterday, and it was just a black paper bag that had been delivered, so I thought I'd been diddled. So I've been on the phone to them all day on Thursday afternoon trying to sort it out, and then they said, we'll definitely get it to you for Saturday. And then this bloke rung me an hour ago and says, I'm on my way with it, and I'm like, fucking hell. "50 minutes in, it's fucking bag of shit in it. Burnley games, man. I don't know how they do it. Views from Saudi. My mate's watching from Saudi. Views from Saudi. I don't know why. I'm also texting him that, which is pointless because he can hear me, but yes, JL UFC. What's good, brother? I am DJing in Guiseley, place called Everybody's. Are you about? I'm not boozing tonight though, so don't be trying to drag me out. I'm going clean. Not clean, that's too much in it. I love it. Always 3-1 leads for me. Love it. I think it'll be I think it'd be a mint game. We were gonna go, I know I've told you this, but we're gonna go. Me and my brother were gonna go, but I think it'd be a bit of messing about, and I'll just stick to it live at home and just stay safe. Ming says, I'm getting so giddy about this wardrobe. It's got a story before the delivery. What could possibly go wrong? And well, life's like a box of chocolates in it, Mingy. So, I'm just hoping. I'm concerned that it's going to turn up like that fucking display off of what do you call it, on Spinal Tap or whatever it's called, when its little thing comes out. I'm worried I've bought something and it's like, because when I got that plastic bag, I thought I'd been done over, and then I thought, well, when he actually answered the phone, I was like, thank the Lord for that. I've got vinyls, dude. I've got some vinyls on the back wall there. They're vinyls, and I've got a whole rack of them down here, but oh shit, I dropped my phone. You can't really see them. All vinyls there, all vinyls in there, etc. But no, I don't use vinyls when I'm DJing, to be fair. It's too much of an hard job. Too much like hard work. Think it's a never jobby. He'll be here, mate. He guaranteed me. We're more concerned that I'm going to leave the house without seeing him. Because obviously, well, who knows? Who cares? 100% Cragger, yes, I will be doing a watch-along for that game. I'm looking forward to the watch-along for that. We're having a few bevies. I don't know, is it on Sky? TV and streaming, let's have a look. Yeah, it's on Sky, innit? Yeah. Wilder were getting some right pelters in home game as well. It was so mint. He took it quite well, to be fair, though. But, you know, this is what I'm saying. It's only because he can't... It feels like it's a fail if he gets too emotionally involved. Not really, Alfred. No, I can't really get away with it, to be fair. It's I do towards end at night sometimes, but it's just all on my memory stick, dude. I've got like a controller. You just plug memory stick in, and just got all my tunes on that. I can stream off of Tidal and stuff like that as well, but like if I get requests or whatever. But yeah, it's mainly just that, you know, bit of R&B, bit of hip hop. And then Alfred, if I can slip one of mine in towards end, I do. Sean Rooney. After Sheffield, it's West Brom, Portsmouth and Millwall more important than the Blades. Well, this sounds insane. I think I said this the other day. But really, the game to lose, I think, and the game to win would have been better off losing to Sunderland and beating Sheff. Obviously, if we're going to lose one of them. But if we can get a point even on Monday, we're laughing. But the games are... Chrissy Wilder, yes, Andrew, yeah. Chrissy Wilder, yes, indeed. They're all getting super important. We're all going to slip up. Somebody was saying the other day that Burnley have got easiest run. I'm not sure. I'm not certain if that's true or not. But just some lad I was talking today said Burnley do have easiest run. Let's have a look at their run. Obviously 1-0 up to Sheff Wednesday now. Cardiff, Luton, West Brom. So they've got West Brom as well. Swansea, Bristol, Coventry, Derby, Norwich, Watford. They've got Sheffield towards end. Could be a massive game, that. We've got Sheffield third to last game. Oh shite! Sorry, Badger. QPR and then Millwall on last day. So I don't think. To be fair, I've said this a million times. I'm boring myself with it, but they take care of themselves to these games. There's going to be an odd game where you think, "Oh, that's an easy victory for them," and it won't be. See who Sheffield have got. Scotty Parker. I don't mind Scotty Parker, do I? It's Ripper. We certainly should not fear anyone, Andrew, and I don't think we do, to be fair. And that's not just me being a Leeds fan. I really don't think we do. So obviously Sheffield, without being an idiot, it's worth mentioning, have got top of the league on Monday. Then they've got QPR, Preston, Bristol City, Sheffield Wednesday, Coventry, Oxford United, Millwall. We're all loving Millwall. Plymouth Argyle, Cardiff, obviously Burnley, third to last game, Stoke away, and then Blackburn Rovers at home. Now Blackburn Rovers, how have they been getting on past few weeks? Yeah, see, they're fifth, and they're only 4 points at the moment away from Bristol City to get out of the playoffs. So they could be potentially fighting for a place in playoffs. So that could be a big last day at season. But I fear no man but God, and particularly on way to the title here. We've got Sheffield United, obviously on Monday. We are the number one in the league before that. And after that will be West Brom. 6-day break for West Brom. Portsmouth should get the job done. West Brom's a good game. Portsmouth should get the job done. Millwall, a bit of sweet revenge at home. I'll be at the game for that one. I think Ming's down for that one as well. QPR away, Swansea at home, Luton Town away. I don't like stuff like that, me. Can't help it. Middlesbrough away, that could be quite a big game. Middlesbrough in a similar position to Blackburn. They might be like needing something. Preston, Oxford United, Stoke City, Bristol City, and then Plymouth Argyle on last game of the season, which you would imagine. I'm not imagining any of it, but I'm imagining it's done at that point. But, you know, Plymouth are second to bottom. But having said that, you know, they're only 2 points out of quite literally being outside the relegation zone, so they might be fighting for their life. There's 36 points left, is there? 39 points left, maybe. So on Mark Bradley there, 90 points, and we sorted that 90-point trophy. If there's 39 points left, which I think there is, we're on 72, 82. We need 18 points, so, you know, that's more than doable. Basically, you know, I mean, I can't remember last time we lost a game, but if we lose one more game to end the season, maybe pick up a bit of a shitty draw, we're going to piss it, aren't we? So, it's going to be... Was I just saying Bristol, Andrew? Clem Fandango, I did wedding discos in the 80s. When the Now's That's What I Call Music albums came out and there was a game changer. I can imagine how helpful they were, to be fair, dude. We are winning the title, says Sripper. Second that, brother. I second that. Yep. Oh, we're still on for... what do you call it? We're still on for record. I mean, I don't think we'll get the record. I can't really see us losing many more games. I do think, as I say, I think we'll lose one and maybe draw two. So whatever that'd work out at. So if there is 39 points to go at. How many games is there? 46. Let's get a calculator out here, boys. $46 games times 3. 138 points possible. So if there's 39 points left, we're on 72. 72 plus 39. That'd be 111 points, which is wild, isn't it? I mean, so if you take, what would we be losing? If we lost a game, take 3 off, and then draw 2, take 4 more off. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take 7 off that. 104 points? Fucking hell. I mean, that's some points, and that's racking up some points right there, isn't it, boyos? Oh my word, MVG. I will defend this badger like with my life on it, so don't you worry about that. You've actually made me now panic and think I'm gonna have to stay alive and like even just not be in here, just so that if there is a melee and he comes in for the badger, at least you'll all see him depart, you know, and we'll have, well, quite literally evidence for the police that I have lost my badger. My badger's gone walkabouts. QPR away worries me after last season. Yeah, I forgot about... Well, I didn't forget about that result because that was a stinker, wasn't it? But, yeah. Millwall going to be our bogey team, says Alfred Tam. I'm not sure. I think we should do them. I think we will do them. I'm certainly not shoving you out the gang, Andy Rowe. No, I'm not, mate. I'm just... To be fair, I put this up half an hour ago. Burnley have gone 2-0 up. So that's a dead duck. I'm going to stop. I'm going to turn it off. Josh Brownhill. Yeah. 2-0. So we are where we are. Burnley are going to win some games, aren't they? You know, ultimately to end the season. We all know that. It's not to be panicked. Not worried about Burnley at all, to be honest. That 4-point gap's don't feel brilliant, but Plymouth are actually making some moves, aren't they? To be fair, they have improved of late, because obviously they've been dire, haven't they? But you know, it's just like Joe says, if they're fighting for their lives and come end of season, it's drew 1-1 with Luton. That's a terrible result. Got beat to 2-0 to Blackburn. Beat Millwall 5-1. That's mega. Beat West Brom 2-1. Drew 2-2 to Sunderland. So they have actually been getting some decent results against the top sides. Granted, they got beat 5-0 to Burnley, so that sort of puts that to bed. Alfred Tam says 100 points. You'd take 100 points. It'd be mega, wouldn't it? Burnley scored a second, says Craggy. Yeah. The Badger is the gift that keeps on giving, Rick. He might support Sheffield United, you know. What if it's all a ruse? What if he's seen that all going live at 9:15 and thought, right, fuck him. 9:30, I'm round it is. JLUFC. It is. When I went to do you mean that, I presume? It's when I went to when you go eat food and drink, what's it called, Ming? Complimentary or whatever. What's it called? Hospitality. That's what it is. So that's the table that I was sat on. The hospitality number 69. I was sat on that table, so Wendy, who I was away, who's mint, is Wendy. She said, "Do you want the number?" And I was like, "Well, I would quite like it, because obviously it's quite funny." And so she nicked it for me. She's a legend. 106 the record, so just fall shy of that under my estimation, Mark. But I just banged into Badger again. He's getting banging into her far too often. Agreed, Sean. We're in total control of our own destiny. That's why I love watching us at minute. If we're shit and we get beat, it's our fault. When we're at it, we don't get beat. Nobody's laughing at this Badger, mate. Don't you worry. No, that was ages ago for Willie Mill opened a new what do you call it? Well, new Willie Mill, new betting shop in centre of Leeds, and they got like a rugby guy down, Nigel Martin, and they just wanted, somebody just got in touch with me, to be fair, and said, "Do you want to come down and interview Nigel Martin?" And I was like, "Yes, please." But I'm going to re-upload that, because interviews sometimes go down like a lead balloon, you know. Should have put it up live, really. But I might re-upload it, because it was fun to meet him. He's a proper nice guy. Exactly that, Mingy. Exactly that. Well, Wendy Bob brings it. She brings it. Don't you worry about that. I'm starting to wonder if this isn't actually the Badgers channel and he/she is just speaking through the vessel known as Jack. Don't rule it out, legendary MVG. Do not rule it out. But, boys, in a state of panic, I think the door's going to go any moment. So I'm starting to get a little bit edgy. So we're only dropping in for a little bit. I will put up a quick shit vid tomorrow. And I'll go live on Sunday night, do you reckon? If anybody's up for that. Might be having a few beers through there though, my mate, but I'll go live on Sunday afternoon about 6, and we'll have a chat about there's no in there, Andy, that's why it is a bit pants. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, we'll go live and we'll have a little chat about the big Sheff game. And there will 100% be a watch along. Shout out to Sean Rooney again for the super chat. Shout out to legendary MVG, Mark Bradley, Ming, and Jamie Tobin for handing out the memberships like it's like a Santa Claus. Much love. Take it easy, boys. My cats are meowing out the door as well, so maybe he's knocking on the door because they get panicky. Right, boys, I've got to go because I'm starting to shit myself that he's here. Take it easy, boys. I'll report back. I might upload a short. I'll upload a short Take it easy, Jay. Cheers for tuning in, man. Take it easy, MVG. I can't end it now. End it. Can't end it. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? Don't want to end it. But I'm going to have to end it, boys. I'm going to have to end it right here, right now.